The Eldros Legacy is an idea, a dream, if you will, managed by 5 authors who share a vision of a new, expansive, and epic fantasy world. They call themselves the Founders, and in the coming years they have committed themselves to creating not one, but multiple storylines where they, and many others, will explore and write about a world once ruled by giants. Hello and welcome to Liam's Lyceum. I am your host, Liam, aka Himvar, and today I'll be doing a spoiler-free review of Here There Be Giants. Here There Be Giants is a short anthology introducing the shared world of the Eldros Legacy, which was launched at the end of 2021. Now, this anthology is free, and I will link it below. I was not paid or even asked to do this review, though, but I heard about it, and I was like, you know what? I like shared worlds. Let me get on into this. Now, as of this recording, there are, I believe, 3 novels already released for the Eldros Legacy after this anthology came out. The 4th one will probably be out by the time this video goes up, though, as well. Now, these stories in this anthology are, I believe, by the founders, or at least maybe not by the founders, but there's other people that are helping build this Eldros Legacy world. So the first story, for example, is Fate's Dagger by Todd Fanistock. I'm not sure I'm saying that correctly, but he's also the author of that first Eldros Legacy novel, Kaiven the Unkillable. Now, this takes place on the continent of Noxonin, where there are readers who are magic users, maybe specifically of lore magic. I know Darjan seems to be, well, trained in lore magic. He also thinks the world is ending and is about to do something important or dangerous, or that's the feeling you get. He is with Eligath, a young reader. They are watching a manor burn, and there is a boy that is important, and one, will be able to use somewhat of a magic, but he won't actually be a reader. Now, that's the gist of the story. Very interesting introduction. I wouldn't be surprised if it has something to do with that first Eldros Legacy novel. These are mostly introductory pieces, and that being said, they are very, 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 very short. There's only 5 of them. You could read this anthology very quickly, and I think it does work as a good introduction to the world. But anyways, story 2 is A Goddess is Born by Mary Whitaker. It follows a girl of 10 living in a village, and she has a friend named Runa that can change shape and is seemingly only able to be seen by the main character, Rekka. Now, this one is rather mystical and curious, but again, very, very short. Then we have A Seed in Fertile Soil by Quincy J. Allen. It's a third story, of course. We have Torith's son, Harai, has overseen the ritual murders of 13 individuals, and the 14th seems to be next. He is a vizier and seeks to overthrow the Duke and make himself a king. This one is rather dark, reminding me some of Clark Ashton Smith, or even a little bit of Robert E. Howard, as there seems to be no real good guy here either, for that matter. Then the 4th story, Open the Dragon's Eye by Mark Stallings, is, well, it's really a conversation. Well, it starts with a conversation between 2 readers and, well, King Emeritus Aura, who is immortal and has been alive for about 1,000 years. And then similarly, there are 2 readers in the last story in Oath's Other Edge by Rob Howell. It's about, again, 2 readers, and they have to face their dying friends and neighbors in the decision whether to take up the blade in their defense or to forsake their oath as readers, and let their consciousness die, right? Exactly. So this one is actually a really good call to adventure in a way, and I really liked it. But again, they're all very introductory. They're all very short. So I will link this down below where you can just go get your free copy. I believe you might have to sign up for the newsletter. No, you know what, that doesn't even sound right. I'm pretty sure you can just sign up, or just go and get a free copy of this. Now, of course, one common element are there are ruins of a past ruled by giants that show up in most of his stories, or at least giants are mentioned, I believe, in just about all of them, though the giants are supposedly dead, of course. Now, there is an excerpt, or the beginning part of that first Eldros Legacy novel at the end of this. I did not read that, since I just plan on reading the whole thing here soon, whenever I get my copy or whatever. And for those curious, there is essentially an Eldros Legacy wiki, right, or fandom. It's called Eldros Legacy Archives. I will almost certainly link this as well. It's not editable like a wiki is, but it already has a ton of information on the setting, and I'm sure the authors have spent quite a while adding all that information in there. Now, I am a big fan of shared worlds, be it Forgotten Realms mostly, but Dragonlance and other worlds that will eventually become more shared worlds. And, like a fan of reading them, I'd love to create one of my own or participate one at some point, but overall, I'm just a big fan of the idea. And overall, I am eager to read more Eldros Legacy, even though this was a very short introduction. I think it is something I'll enjoy, so maybe I'll be talking about more of that here on the channel in the future. Anyways, been Liam with Liam's Lyceum. Hope you enjoyed. Maybe you can go read Here There Be Giants as well. I'll catch you next time. Now, before I forget, go and chat with me about Eldros Legacy or any other fantasy or sci-fi books on the Discord that is linked below.